When you have a document open, you'll notice up at the top right-hand corner, it gives the name of the document. You can rename your document by just clicking here and renaming your document. So you can make it whatever you want. It's good if you spell your name correctly. You can also share the document much like you do via Google. So I can share this with another person within the district. And I can decide whether they're going to have edit rights or just view only rights. And I can send them, and then they'll have options to edit it. The other thing that you can not only share with people, but you can also share with folders, which we'll talk about a little bit more when we talk about how to set up your class. But you can share this document with multiple people, and if you do share it with someone and you hit send, you're going to see that they now have editing rights, and you can change the rights at any time. You can unshare it by saying not shared, or just give them view access only. You can also share a link to your document with someone. So the link can either be used as a view template, or you can share the link as a template, which means that when the person opens it, they'll get their own copy, but they won't be able to actually edit the template. And we'll be talking a little bit more about creating templates when we get into sharing with your classes as well. But if you do share your document, this Insights icon is kind of nice because it will give you information about who viewed your document, who worked on it, so you'll get a history of how many views it is. So even if you publish it, like you just share it as a URL and people can go to it, you'll be able to get counts on how many people have viewed it, who's edited it, and all the details on that. You can also download your files either as images or as PDF files. Certain files can be saved as animated GIFs or even video files, depending on what they are. But for most of your print items, you'll be downloading as either an image file or as a PDF. So if I was going to make it a PDF, I get to choose like how many, do I want to print all of the pages or just one of the pages? You can just select whichever page you want. And you can save these download settings so that they're your standard default ones. So that would be what this box would do. If you click on the three dots, there's other options here as well. So number one, you can download. You can also present by going into presentation mode, which is basically a full screen mode. One of the other options is you can make this an assignment. And if you make it as an assignment, you have to choose who you get the option of first of all, where am I going to save it? I'm going to usually save it directly to Canva and leave it here. It's not going to work if you choose Schoology at this point, but if I save it directly in Canva, you can set it up so that each student gets their own copy of the design. And then you can give instructions here for how to fill out the file. And then you can share it with whichever group that you want to publish it for. So more information will be shared with this when we talk about setting it up for classes, but just to let you know that these items are here. Some of the other things that you can do is you can share a link to your file. So it's basically a shareable link on the internet that anyone can see. If you scroll down, you'll notice that there's options to where, like, geez, I could take my design and put it on a sweatshirt or a t-shirt or a tote bag. These items you would have to pay for. So this is a service that Canva provides, a printing service. If you chose one of those, that it's basically a paid for print service. So we really probably won't have any of those in school here. If you create a presentation, you do have the option, one of your options is to present and record. And you can actually do that with any document, or it can be like a slideshow that you create in Canva, or even a single page like this Bitmoji Classroom. And you can go to the recording studio. And when you do that, it basically, first of all, you have to give it access, but you're going to go to your recording studio and you're going to say start recording. It's going to give you access. And basically it's going to put a little bit of like a picture of you in the corner when you start recording. So when I start recording, it counts me down. And so here's the presentation. You'll see me in the corner here. This is using the wrong camera, which is why it looks weird. But basically, I'm switched to the other pages in my presentation while I'm speaking. And then when I'm ready, I can pause this during the recording or resume recording. And when I'm done, this is going to upload this as a video, as an actual video file that you can then download or share with other people as well. I can either save it and exit it. I can create a link for this file where anyone can see this video at this link, or I can download the video file onto my computer. I'm just going to hit discard for now. But if you, this is a great way to allow students to present to the class if maybe you don't want them to have to stand up in front of the entire group. It's just another option. So I'm going to go back to the editing here. And I'm just seeing if there's anything else over here that is interesting that you might use. Some of your other options is you can save this to a particular folder within Canva. You can save it directly to Google Drive. You can also save directly to some other social media sites as well, as you can see. You can also download this as a Microsoft PowerPoint file. So there's lots of different options that they give you for taking the creations that you've made in Canva and sharing them or moving them outside of Canva.